Greetings, globeheads and flatards. Tonight I'm not going to ask you to believe anything I say. I'm not going to ask you to trust me. What I want you to do is test this for yourself. I want to talk about lines of latitude and lines of longitude. There are some similarities and some differences between the flat Earth, flat disk model and the globe model. On the flat Earth model, or the Gleason map, or whatever you use, you have a flat disk with the sun going around it at approximately the equator, although it moves back and forth by seasons, right? Lines of latitude are circles. As you move away from the North Pole, each circle is bigger than the one before that, and it continues until you hit the ice wall or the edge of it, wherever that is. Lines of longitude, on the other hand, are straight lines, not parallel lines, so they converge at the North Pole, and the further you get from the North Pole, the further away they are. The globe also has lines of longitude that are straight lines. They converge at the North Pole, they also converge at the South Pole. The difference is that they get further apart until you hit the equator, and then they start to get closer together until they converge at the South Pole, and they are also not parallel lines, but they are straight lines. Lines of latitude, on the other hand, on the flat Earth map, each line of latitude is a bigger circle than the one before it as you move away from the North Pole. But on the globe, each line of latitude is a bigger circle than the one before it until you hit the equator, and then it's a smaller circle until you hit the South Pole. The equator is the only one that is a straight line. Because of the shape of a globe, the others cannot be straight lines. They have to be curved in order to come back around and meet themselves. Now, I want you to take out that Gleason map that you love so much if you're a flat earther, and I want you to look at it. I want you to plot where you are, and I want you to plot where that sun has to come around in a circle in order for it to circle the North Pole. Where I live is at Houston, Texas. So if you're in the North American continent, you're probably somewhere between the 30 degrees north latitude where I am and 45 or 50 degrees. I think probably somewhere in that range. I believe the 45th parallel goes, if I remember right, between Salem and Portland, Oregon, when I used to live there. So the northern part of the United States is going to be in that range. Most of the English-speaking world lives somewhere within that range in the northern hemisphere, unless you're an Australian, New Zealander or something. Now, here's what I want you to do. Take that flat Earth map and look at where the sun would have to come around and where it would have to rise based on where you live. In Houston tomorrow, the sun is going to rise at 105 degrees east. What does that mean? Take your compass, look at your compass. On your compass, 90 degrees is absolutely due east. 105 degrees is 15 degrees south of due east. And that's where the sun's going to come up tomorrow. Now, here's what I want you to do. I want you to take your compass. I want you to go out tomorrow. I want you to watch the sunrise. I want you to shoot an azimuth with your compass and see if I'm telling you the truth, that it rises tomorrow morning at 105 degrees, 15 degrees south of due east. Then I want you to look at your little Gleason map and explain to me how that's possible. Because it's not. Don't take my word for it. Get your map, get your compass, go outside, watch the sunrise. Look at it on the globe too. Considering the globe tilted at 23.5 degrees, looking at what time of year it is now, how far we are away from the solstices and the equinox and all that. Figure if that makes more sense. Like I said, don't trust me, don't believe me. Get your compass, get your map, go outside and look.